Hello and good morning. Thank you for tuning in today. You are tuned into The Encourager, and today is 2/17/24. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for pressing play. I am got my tea brewing. So before I get into the angel numbers, and again, thank you as always to new subscribers and those who have been with us for the duration or from the beginning. I was listening to something today, and I'm going to leave a link to this in the description section or info section of this video, and it's talking about light workers, and it's it paints a very, very, very good true picture of your journey as a light worker. And you are a light worker. A light worker is really, I see a light worker as a general identifier. Same thing with the star seed. Okay. Many of us, we are multiples. So we are alchemists and we are also empaths. We are healers, and yet we are oracles. We are, right. So we are multifaceted beings. Okay. And that particular video does a very, very good job in sharing with us why this journey is so daunting, so difficult. Why are we the black sheep? Why are we the outcast? Why? It just does a really, I think, in my opinion, a very, very good job of that. And so, again, please go to the link that's in the description of this video and click on that. And when you have some28 minutes or something, please listen to it. If you consider yourself to be part of the collective, part of the 144,000, you know that your life has been called out, chosen, and set apart to be a light here in whatever way that is. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get into our angel numbers. Today is definitely feeling like a very serious day. Just a very serious day to check your support systems. I'm feeling. I consider your support systems to be your columns, like those beings, relationships that hold you up. There is a chance that you are like me and physically you do not have that connection with anyone. And that's okay. I prefer it that way. It's good to have conversation, to bounce things off of each other. That's good. Or to get another perspective. For me, I believe when I need that different perspective, that individual shows up. I believe that. I really, really, really like the saying that the teacher continues to show up wearing a different pair of pants or a different skirt until we get the lesson. Okay. I like that because those lessons come through the individuals often that we meet. They are to show us what real love looks like. In some cases, they are to show us what false love looks like or fake love looks like. They are to show us what genuine concern is and what false-ship is. And that's false-ship in any type of relation, whether that's intimate relation, platonic relation, whatever that happens to be, co-worker relations, anything. All right, so let's get into the angel numbers, okay? And again, thank you so much for tuning in today. So let's get into the angel numbers and take a look again This is the book that I'm getting the information from, that I'm reading the angel numbers from. Okay, and again, they are to help us better understand the messages being sent to us by our spirit guides. Okay, so first angel reading today. Let's turn to, I'm feeling to, I don't even know. Let me turn to the back and see how many pages this are, just so I know. Okay, so 280 something pages. So let's turn to page 187. I don't know why I picked that number. I just did. 187. Let's turn to page 187. Okay. 633. Let's take a look at this one. See what matters. The imbalance of your life has shifted into more focus on the material world than the spiritual world. Your angels alert you that your interests lately are of this world only and not of the next. Create a spiritual practice in your life starting today. Think of how you can incorporate balance of mind, body, and spirit into this new routine. 633. Okay? And I often talk about my morning routine. And my morning routine typically consists of, if I get up at a regular time, what's a regular time? My spirit wakes my body up at 5 something in the morning, generally speaking. Okay? It's been that way for years, thanks to the military. My body wakes up. It just does. That's what it does. And again, that's my spirit really waking my body up. My spirit wakes my body up at 3 o'clock, 3:30, 3:15, confirmation with that loud horn, 3:45, or whenever, right? My spirit wakes my body up. Your spirit, man, wakes your body up. Your body does not get up on its own. If your spirit was to leave your body, that's what they call death. You would die. Okay? So, things are not as you assumed. It's often quite the opposite. And lately, I've been taking in more information and doing more of my own due diligence and research so that I can share more information with you all in regards to Illuminati and how those signs are all around us, even today, and even Most High showing me how and why the collective, the star seeds, the light workers, the healers in this world, excuse me, why we are unalived. And that is because of witchcraft. Okay, that is the reason why they're sending these things to us. So my morning routine, I wake up generally somewhere between 3 o'clock and 5:30 in the morning. Okay, and generally when I wake up, if I did not have to go to the restroom immediately, I lay there. I consider what I've seen, what I've dreamt. If I've astral traveled during the night, I think on all of those things. I verbally thank Most High for the day, for life, health, and strength, for food, clothing, and shelter. I thank my angelics, my angels, my protectors. Yorisha, I thank the Ascended Masters, and I just go right down the line, and I thank everyone. Each and every day I do this, okay? It's part of my morning routine. And now I'm sharing these angel numbers with you, and we're also going through the book of Enoch, and I'm also sharing my journal. And so these things are part of my morning routine typically. And so that's how I start my day, okay? There is... one of the things that's mentioned in the video that the link I'm going to share with you points to is the disconnection between the light worker or the collective. I'm going to say the 144,000, the chosen ones, and the earthly financial means. So it's good that this book brought that to mention that, because often, and I see it in psychics, I see it in readers, I see it in, meaning tarot readers, I see it in so many, and I've asked the question for a long time. I even asked it when I was a part of the religious race. How is it that someone seemingly so faithful to you, Most High, God, Yahweh, How is it that they live in poverty on this earth? How is it that they go to church every single week and yet they live in poverty? How is it that they pray to you 10:10 when I look down at the timer? How is it that they pray to you every single day? How is it that they have their Bible in the back of their window and a fish on their trunk of their car? How is it, and they're quoting scriptures all on Facebook and social media, how is it that these individuals still live in poverty here on earth and they're supposed to be your glory? How is that? I've asked Most High that question I don't know how many times over the years. This is what I've come to realize. Okay, one, it's not meant for everyone to be ultra wealthy. Okay, by the way, another lie that man tells us is that money doesn't buy happiness. That's a bunch of bullshit. Money buys a whole lot of happiness. Okay, if you don't think you'd be happy going to Bora Bora, I need to check your temperature and find out if you're breathing. If someone paid, all expenses paid for that trip to the Maldives, you can't tell me that you would not be happy, right? One of the places that I want to go is Kimala, and that nature, that resort. It is I think one of the best. And it's not ultra expensive, it's some hundreds of dollars a night. It's not like it's $1,000 a night. It's half that, right? I think on average. But it is a beautiful resort that's in Thailand, and it just seems like such the kind of place that I would want to go on a vacation. Full of opportunities for meditating. You're amongst the trees and nature and the animals and waterfalls, and it's just it just looks like a beautiful place. So one day, yes, I will be there. But I've asked myself that question so many times about man here on earth. Okay, and that's because there is the word I'm thinking of is dichotomy. Let me look up that word. Yes, a division or contrast between two things that are represented as being opposed or entirely different. So it seems like a dichotomy or it is a dichotomy that you would be faithful to Most High and you would be in poverty here on the earth. There's a disconnect there. And again, you don't have to be ultra wealthy, but very comfortable. Be able to go where you want to go, buy what you want to buy, when you want to buy it. That's really what most people want. Most people don't want to be Jeff Bezos. They just want to be able to go and do whatever they want to and not work when they don't want to and work when they want to and do what they love. That's what most people want. Okay? So money buys a lot of happiness. It doesn't buy joy. Joy is an internal thing. You can be joyful and have not a penny to your name. Okay, I've been there. Okay, so let's get to the second angel number. Let's do right page. Let's do right page, top inner angel number, whatever that is. So we had 488 yesterday. So this is, I'm going to read it again. Strengths. Focus on what you can do. You are being cautioned not to focus on your weaknesses more than your strengths. Instead of seeing what you cannot do, flip the script and look at what you can do. Write out your strengths. Write out what your strengths are, and in all facets of life. Nothing is too small to mention. Okay, so once again, strength comes to mind. Okay, or Spirit is wanting us to focus on our strengths and not our weaknesses. I often think about that in this regard. Some people are good at accepting constructive criticism, and some people are not. Some people get mad when you give them constructive criticism. well, you could have done this better. Even if you're the instructor, they get upset, right? Those people are tough students. They're tough students. They're not teachable. Okay. I want to always be teachable. I know what Most High says to me, and I also have discernment, but I also want to be teachable. Okay. Meaning the willingness and the ability to let go of one thing or a previous thought when a new realization has been seen or has surfaced. Okay. All right, so your strengths, again, focus on your strengths. He's bringing that back to our attention for a reason, okay? All right, so this time let's turn to page 145, and let's see what on page 145. Almost did right away. It's 145. And what should we look at? 467, no judgment. All emotions are welcome here. Your angels want you to lovingly acknowledge and accept all your feelings. Treat them like guests in your mind and listen to what they need to say to you. Sit with a difficult emotion today and know that by doing so, you are learning more about yourself in a gentle way. As I spoke earlier, I woke up feeling like this was a very serious day. And that speaks to taking some serious time out and not judging yourself, but being honest with yourself about how your feelings, where your feelings are, about whatever the situation happens to be. Okay? So again, thank you so much for tuning in. These are the angel numbers for today. And again, those angel numbers are 488, we know, and 467. And I'm actually, my mind is missing the first one. So I'm having to go back to the page. And I think, was it page 198? No, I can't remember. I can't remember. So I will, anyway, I always post the pages in here, or the angel numbers in the video. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name's Nehru. I don't think I said that at the beginning. And you've been tuned into The Encourager. The purpose here is for us to become our highest, purest, truest version of ourselves possible. Thank you so much again for listening, and we'll be checking in with you soon.